You guys don't remember? Angel Reese said she was also the draw. Did you guys forget about that? The hottest woman basketball player on the planet isn't involved in the Unrivaled, and weeks in, ratings are down under 100,000 viewers. So where's the lie? What am I missing?
The latest ratings report from week 3 of the new Unrivaled 3-on-3 basketball league is in, and it's nothing short of a collapse for Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed face of women's basketball, and apparently the biggest draw in that league. Yes, the same Angel Reese who insists she's on the same level as Caitlin Clark, claiming she's revolutionizing the sport and pulling in fans left and right, while the numbers are here to burst that bubble, and let's just say she's crashing out.
I want you to keep in mind something. In comparison to the debut week, Angel Reese's debut game with the Rose BC Basketball Club has lost over half of its viewership.
Angel Reese's team, the Rose Basketball Club, went head-to-head with the Laces Basketball Club, and considering all the buzz around her dramatic ejection earlier in the game, you'd think this would have been a ratings bonanza. I mean, ejections usually come with the whole package: viral clips, heated Twitter debates, and endless memes. It's the kind of drama that should have people glued to their screens. Right, wrong. Despite all that supposed star power, the game barely managed to scrape together 140,000 viewers. That's right, only a mere 140,000 people tuned in, which for someone who claims to be carrying the league on her shoulders is pretty embarrassing.
Catch that, more than half of its opening night audience within 3 weeks. We see numbers of 310,000, 320,000. 3 weeks later, 140,000 viewers for Unrivaled. More than half of the audience has disappeared. Oh no, say it ain't so. This can't be good.
Now, to really drive the point home, let's compare that to another game from the same week. The same team, she faced the Laces, faced off against the Owls. And guess what? That game pulled in almost 200,000 viewers. No ejections, no sideline drama, no over-the-top antics, just good old-fashioned basketball. That's almost 50% more people who chose to watch a game with nothing but layups, jump shots, and solid defense. No theatrics, no attitude, and certainly no Angel Reese, just basketball.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like,
I'm sorry. I can't. She really believes that. She believed it then. She believed that they were started to watch her because of that one game.
Imagine that, a basketball audience actually showing up for basketball. So what does this tell us? Maybe, just maybe, the drama isn't the ratings magnet some people thought it would be, or wild as it sounds, people are tuning in because they actually care about the game itself, not the off-court theatrics. If that's the case, Angel Reese and her squad might need to rethink their whole strategy, because if the drama isn't bringing in viewers and the basketball isn't either, what's left? Mascot dance-offs, half-court trick shots during timeouts, free tacos for every viewer. Someone better get the marketing team on the phone, because this ship is sinking fast.
Why no one is supporting their secondary dump. They wonder why no one is watching pretend basketball. Maybe if they focused on the actual basketball instead of focusing on their weird utopian fantasies, maybe their dump would be upgraded to a polished turf.
Angel, are we still sticking to the story that you're the reason the league is thriving? Because from where we're sitting, the numbers are painting a very different picture. And here's the thing about numbers: they don't lie. They might hurt your feelings, but they don't lie. Unlike follower counts that get rounded up for clout, these stats are cold, hard facts.
We start getting there. Saturday coverage, 98,000 on True TV alone. On True TV alone, but they must not have counted TNT. It wasn't on TNT. It was on True TV only. Okay? It was on True TV only. So no TNT numbers, no HBO Max numbers. Lunar Owls on True TV, 118,000. Missed Rose on True TV, 76,000.
So, after all the drama, all the post-game interviews dripping with attitude, all the "I'm changing the game" speeches, you're telling me you still can't get people to watch? We already know what her fans are going to say. Angel is a star just as influential as Caitlin Clark, really, are we seriously going with that? Because last time I checked, being influential usually comes with people actually watching you play. But let's not kid ourselves. If we're talking about impact, one name is clearly outshining the other, and that name is Caitlin Clark.
Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest. We can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got nothing. Zero, zip, nothing.
And let's not forget Angel Reese was the one boldly claiming, "It's not just Caitlin changing the WNBA, it's me too." Well, logically speaking, ma'am, your viewership numbers seem to disagree, because the last time we checked, when Caitlin Clark steps onto the court, ratings shoot up faster than gas prices in July. But when Angel Reese steps onto the court, let's just say, those numbers are dipping lower than clearance racks at a discount store. Decent, but hardly the kind of thing people are fighting over. And don't get me wrong, we love confident athletes talking their talk. But if you're going to strut around like you're shifting the culture, the least you could do is bring some numbers to back it up.
All started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that, because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take.
Otherwise, we might need to put some of these "I'm changing the game" claims on street away until further notice. At the end of the day, I respect Angel's hustle, because let's face it, it takes serious dedication to stay relevant even when you've got nothing to offer but sound bites. Sure, she's got the gift of gab, but let's not pretend the league is booming because of her when the numbers are clearly screaming a different story. Caitlin Clark isn't just boosting ratings, she's out here shattering records. We're talking record-breaking viewership, sold-out arenas, and merchandise flying off shelf like she's the second coming of basketball royalty.
Angel Reese. Unrivaled basketball. Now 190 is better than 140, but both are better than the week prior, and both are better than the opening night. We are headed on a downward spiral. Fast. This is falling fast, folks. This is going fast.
Let's be honest, if Caitlin Clark were playing an Unrivaled, do you really think she'd be pulling in such low number of viewers? Come on now, that's like suggesting Steph Curry and his prime would struggle to sell out an NBA arena. It's laughable. Clark has been a walking ratings machine everywhere she goes. The moment she steps on a court, TV executives start rubbing their hands together like cartoon villains plotting their next big payday. If she were in this league, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Instead of debating disappointing viewership numbers, we'd be talking about how Unri is dominating the sports landscape with networks and bidding wars over broadcast rights, and kids everywhere rocking Caitlin Clark jerseys like it's 1996 and Michael Jordan just clinched another title.
Legacy crosses teams and fandoms following today's win. South Carolina coach Dawn Staley took a moment to acknowledge what Clark has done for the sport.
Just don't want to not utilize this opportunity to thank Caitlin for what she's done for women's basketball. Like, her shoulders were heavy and getting a lot of eyeballs on our game.
But that's not the reality, not even close. Instead of Unrivaled becoming the next big thing, we're witnessing its viewership take a nosedive. It's not growing, it's crashing. Let's address the elephant in the room. Unrivaled started off strong, debuting with an impressive 300,000 viewers. That's a solid start, a promising sign for the future of women's basketball. But fast forward just 3 weeks, and that number has been slashed in half. Yes, half. As in, if Unrivaled viewership were a paycheck, players would be making some very awkward phone calls to their landlords.
Angel Reese has the 2 lowest rated games in this entire thing. And we might find out about tomorrow that the game on Saturday that she played is the 3rd lowest, or maybe the lowest rated game thus far. But she has the number 1 and number 2 for lowest watch games. 76,000 and 89,000.
So how did we get here? How does a league that was supposed to revolutionize women's basketball suddenly find itself losing viewers faster than people bail on a bad Netflix show? What happened to all that hype, the changing the game speeches, and the bold claims of being the face of the league? Turns out hype can only carry you so far. Eventually people want substance. And if you're not delivering on the court, no amount of off-court antics can save you from the harsh reality of dwindling ratings.
And it's hilarious because it's my understanding now, she keeps telling us Angel Reese keeps telling us that it's not just Caitlin Clark, that she's part of this brigade of women's basketball players that are leading all these new viewers into the WNBA. And I think it's these ratings right here that prove the biggest point. This is more statistical data that proves, no, nobody's tuning in to see Angel Reese